to run
Yeah.
and post and stay high.
Hey everybody, here with my man Bart. So we were talking about arm wrestling rules and impacts that it has on the entire sport. So I think we can talk about a WAF base. And everybody in the sport knows a WAF base. So much of what makes WAF base right from the beginning is the table dimensions.
Right. That's our traditional standard. You know, that's what arm wrestlers grow up on. That's where it's at.
It's been that way
worldwide. It's been that way.
It's been that way for a very long time. And people have fought about the table dimensions far longer than WAF. Like if you look at like the arm wrestling history stuff, like back around the 19th century to 2000s, they used to adjust when they have a match. Okay, we want 12 inches between the players, or 16, or
changes your styles.
It does.
Changes your angles.
Yeah, and it allows different strengths to come through easier. Like if the elbows are really close together, it's going to favor inside pullers.
Sure it is.
Right, and the farther you can get them things apart,
more real estate you have to play, the more you can retreat and run and learn the technique of running and staying high. So when the match stops, you're in the best position you can be, the higher point.
I've had an observation, right? Do you see the trend that's happening like the last...
I see it. I see guys that before were just known as being good hookers to awesome top rollers and fighting outside and standing tall. And I'm seeing all these young pullers coming up that there's a few that will dive in, but most are standing tall, using all the real estate they're given, transitioning, posting, just the level of technical skills with the growth and with the more real estate for them to run. I think it shows.
Okay, so that's what we'll talk about when we talk about WAL arm wrestling. Right?
Sure.
And where was it before that? Like, what were the style that was more prominent?
It was 50-50.
Right.
50-50.
Right.
You can't say there was one more than another. You might have areas where that trend was more popular than others, but I would say at the highest level it's 50-50.
But the WAL real estate shifted it more.
Yeah, it changes things. It
did.
changes your attack angles. It changes, your starting position, where you want to start to defend against your attacker or where you have the best offense. So
the sport of arm wrestling, it always follows the lead element, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wherever the sport's lead is going,
the most public, the most seen,
worth,
the most seen,
most profitable, the most successful.
Yes, I agree.
Right. So I think WAL was that from, I would say, 2014 to 2017, clearly, with a slight interruption, still dominance, but becoming under question by the end, by the East.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And there was a difference between the East and the West styles.
Yes.
Yes. So ours was the head prize, and we were based out of the West. And I see right now, because we've returned to that game, that there is so much value in that flopper's press.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think we're seeing the flop more today than we have over the last, since the failure.
And you're seeing guys that can get into it fast. And it's a dangerous weapon if that's your lane. And you have that fast reaction time.
And that lane gets open as a result to a more fundamental switch to the outside game.
Absolutely.
Right. So it's very cool to me right now how, because the sports lead has once again become balanced, you're seeing this come out way more again.
Yeah, it makes the sport interesting to watch.
Yeah.
You know, we look into it a lot more. We're like arm wrestling nerds, so to speak, but we love it. And in order to be at your level, you put a lot of time into studying.
I'm gonna hook that ugly friend of yours.
Oh yeah.
You know he can't count to 3, right?
Oh.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Is that how it's gonna start, Dave? 1, 2.
1, 2. It's 3, Dave. It's 3, Dave. You fucking idiot. You fucking big dummy. I'm gonna fucking murder you.
Hey.
I'm gonna fucking kill your friend.
Come on,
I am gonna eat his fucking soul. He better fucking show up ready. He better fucking show up ready. I will fuck his shit up. I will fuck his shit